Hiya folks, Amy here. This podcast contains discussion around sexual violence, domestic abuse and rape. Well, after watching Life of Pi, I think I could live with a crazy animal.
Yeah.
Not a man, a bear.
I was like, which one are we talking about?
A bear.
What I found really funny about like these date races things is that people obviously get super glammed up, like wear beautiful dresses and suits, and you know they have their wee hair pieces, but then they get so fucked that they just piss everywhere and anywhere. And I'm talking about the women.
So, our first official one, we'll start off light. Would you rather be... Oh, hello, friends. I realised I should actually, like, look at the camera when I'm saying this. And it's like, I've been...
Hello, friends.
I know, pure.
Good to have you back.
Welcome to the club.
Welcome. Hello, friends. And welcome to the Sad Girls Club podcast. Woo, 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 woo. That was not shite
I'm sorry.
again.
She was having a wee sip.
Should I try and do a burp?
Can you burp on cue?
A little bit.
I hate that. That reminds me of like when you're little in the playground and people are like, I'm going to burp the alphabet, and it just sounds like they're going to spew the whole time.
No more.
Like,
No more.
No more for you. There was also a boy in my school in the playground who used to chase people around with Dunker cheese on his finger.
Oh, I
That
do
would
love
be
Dunkers.
a death threat to me.
Yeah, that man's married now.
Like a literal death threat because you are
you will die.
today.
Could you go to the police about that?
Probably not. I'm scared
I
of the
will
police.
get to the rest of the
Kid, no,
intro.
I'm
This-
not.
We're vamping.
I'm not scared of the police.
What are you going to do? Fucking police. Have you seen that's Dan's favourite joke? Director Dan's favourite joke is he goes like, Hannah, 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 and there'll be a police car going past and he'll go like that.
This is my new favourite thing in the car, to do this.
I've been in the car with you where you've literally rolled down your window and put like the finger out like that.
Because people are dicks.
Yeah. But it's just like you in your wee car and you being like a wee lady. Being like, fuck you.
I hate it.
Anyway, let's get started. This is the Sad Girls Club podcast. Have you been chucked? Patriarchy getting you down? Cry behind your pal Amy's garage and ruin the party again? Well, you're in perfect company because this is the Sad Girls Club podcast where we are allowed to be, well, sad. And today we are sadly without Hannah Sutherland.
She purred.
but not
Did she
forgotten.
die? Don't know. You'll have to find out. Tune in next week.
Tune in next week to see if she's... We're doing a seance or she's here.
Oh,
So,
sad girls do seance.
Sad girls.
What the fuck?
Sad girls seance.
Sad girl seance. That's
We're like sad girls.
sad girls.
Okay.
I don't know. Anyway, no, I'd like to do that. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I know we're only X amount of episodes in, but
We could film
I'm
it like
running
the Blair,
out of juice
we
already.
could film it like the Blair Witch Project and have like handheld cameras. Be like, what was that?
That'd be funny.
Is it not? There's a podcast I love. I'm going to give them a wee shout out. Red Handed.
Oh, my friends
Love-
listen to all that,
yeah,
all the
so
murder
good.
podcasts.
But Hannah on because there's Hannah and Surity, and Hannah on that podcast says that her teacher told her never to go. I think it's go with strangers or get in car with strangers or do a seance.
What? Never get in a car with strangers. What was the second one? Or
It's
they'll
a
just
Ouija
do-
board.
Don't do a Ouija board. Never
don't-
do a seance.
Yeah. No, don't do a Ouija. Oh my god! Don't do a Ouija board, and don't get in a car with strangers.
Yeah.
Like those two life
Right.
lessons.
Yeah, my sister, who is not like a spiritual girly whatsoever, I remember there was like my mum and dad have like this old house. And so one of my friends was like, oh, we're going to do a Ouija board. And I told my sister that we did a Ouija board. And she was like, Hannah, don't mess with that shit. Like she
Yeah.
literally was like, I don't believe in that. But
I-
if it's there,
yeah.
don't fucking
Yeah.
touch it.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry. We are all dressed in black as well. Maybe we are doing a seance. I know. We're just like gothy gals. So because Hannah Sutherland's not here, she's sadly under the weather.
That's why we're all dressed in black.
Mourning her. We're mourning her. Like, get on with the podcast, and then you're like, no, this is actually funny.
I'm sorry.
Because she's not here, and because I'm running out of ideas already, we're going to play a wee game. Yippee! Today. We're going to play a wee game. We're going to play a game of Would You Rather. I feel like when I play Would You Rather, that means like you have to be drinking. Like it has to be a sort of ring of
pure
fire situation.
That's never would I ever.
Oh, that's never would I ever.
And
Never
I've
mind.
never done anything, so that wouldn't be very fun to
No,
do.
I get very drunk at that game, sadly. So yeah, this is inspired by, which we can chat about as well. So we are recording these. We're recording these in a weird pattern and putting them out later, so we might not be very relevant speaking about it. But the whole, would you rather be left in the forest with a bear or a man?
Oh yeah, yeah.
But that was a wee while ago now.
No, so I feel like it's sort of still a chat, and now by the time this podcast comes
Well,
out, it
after
won't be.
watching
it still
Life
will.
of Pi, I think I could live with a crazy animal.
Yeah. But
Not a man, a bear.
I was like, which one are we talking about?
A bear.
My
I
favourite.
think there's something in me, there's a delusional side of me that believes that I could
You could fight a bear?
not fight a bear because I would never harm an animal in my life.
You would be at one with the animal.
That I could really negotiate with it. It's the
Yeah.
same thing in me that sees the Olympics and I'm like, yeah, but I could do that. I
Yeah.
could do
Yeah.
that.
Just
I mean-
give me a year to train, I'll be sound.
Get me a platform and a pool and I'll fucking dive for you. Like, I can do it. I can do it.
I can do it, skill.
I think I could do, there's like sort of easier ones that are like the shooting ones. I think I could do that.
Triage.
Shooting
What's
what?
triage?
The horses.
Oh yeah, no, that's a
Wait, shooting what?
fucking. I might come back to this.
Sorry,
Oh.
what? Sorry, what are you shooting?
Oh, they have. There's like a shooting like target one. I don't know what it's called.
Oh, you just shoot a target?
Yeah, pretty
You're not
much.
shooting anything.
Yeah. No, you're like shooting what? Not the bear. No, but
Bambi's
then
mother.
fucking the one with the horses. That person shouldn't get a medal. The horse should get a medal.
No, the horse should not be forced to do that.
No.
We're boycotting the races.
Yeah, no, I don't like
I'm
it.
all-
Well,
yeah.
I'm all against that for years. And the dogs. It's poor wee
I also
dogs.
don't enjoy the people that go to the
no,
races, to be honest.
fucking
Wingers.
Me and David were coming back from Leeds when like there must have been
Oh,
The Royal Ascot.
a day race on or something like that, and honestly the train was fucking disgusting. Like it was just a lot of like
It's pure day races.
it was
And
like
see, the thing is that what I found really funny about like these day at the races things is that people obviously get super glammed up, like wear beautiful dresses and suits, and you know they have their wee hair pieces, but then they get so fucked that they just piss everywhere and anywhere. And I'm talking about the women,
oh no, it was the,
like literally panties down, squatting anywhere,
Which
in their
There was a
pretty
guy
little dresses.
pissing in the- at my street today.
What,
Picked
peeing
up
on
my
your street?
mum from work and he was just pissing on the wall.
like
Classic.
during the day.
Yep.
Broad daylight.
Yep, yeah, it was about 4:45.
Men
Brother
are
going in
disgusting.
Campus Line Council. Get your fucking act together. Answer
Cam
my
Glen.
calls.
Cam
You
Glen.
phoning every day. Like,
Yeah,
every hour.
fucking answer,
She's
right?
calling again.
Yeah, get the pigeons, get the bins sorted, get the people sorted.
Well, that's why my mum's favourite pastime is going round our area with a litter picker. And
Yeah.
she goes and cleans up
Listen,
all the litter.
She shouldn't need to do that.
She
Council
does
have
look
got
like
enough
she's on
money.
community service. So that's the issue.
She really goes method and wears little high vis.
Honest, I think if I got her a high vis, she'd fucking wear it.
Oh, that's
Class.
cute. Oh.
I know. But she's like, I think that was it. She's like, it's the only thing I have control over is like
The
picking
litter.
up the litter. So I'm
Is,
like,
is that the I was going to say, like, sorry. No, lost. Nope.
Okay,
no,
it's
go on.
fine. Man or a bear?
Oh yeah.
Well,
so
that's what I was going to ask.
on
What is
that
the man or a bear?
discussion,
Is that the first one?
That technically is the first one, and I think I'll know your answer.
I would say a bear. I'm not
A bear.
even-
Yeah.
It does,
I like
it does
animals.
depend on the man, right? But I wouldn't take the risk.
No, random man.
No, no, no.
Random man, no.
Random bear. Like you can't pick.
Because
But is
nah.
that not pure hashtag not all men? Like
What do you mean?
so you're going like
Hashtag not all bears.
not all men are bad. So like I guess
All
if
bears
I got,
are bad?
I know, but you're going like, oh, I guess if I got this guy, but it's like you just don't know.
No.
No, absolutely not.
Could be a wee baby bear.
It could be a
Yeah.
baby bear.
Yeah, it could be a baby bear, and then you could show it love, and then you could, you know,
could be
befriend
mama
it.
bear.
Yeah,
You
mama
could-
bear.
Mama bear.
But I
My
also
favourite
think
TikTok of the man v bear situation. There's one, and it's like, look at the distinguished gentleman.
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
the bear just waving. Like,
Oh,
so it's
I've
just a
not
bear,
seen that.
and I don't know if it's part of like a conservation because I'm pretty sure there's a camera on top of the bear's head.
Oh,
So I don't know if it's like part of a like,
yeah, it's like people are driving past and it looks like it's waving.
but I don't know if it's one of these like not places that you can go and like pet the bear, but like not a rehabilitation. That's not the word I'm looking for.
I know what you're talking about.
Conservation, like breeding programs, making sure the bears survive.
Oh, right, okay.
Just
right.
monitoring.
But the best bit is you went into the comments.
I went into the comments of this because the video is literally just a bear
It's just
waving.
a cute, like meme
Right,
sort of
okay.
thing.
And it goes, look at the distinguished gentleman and
Okay.
how he waves. And then the comments is like, it's like the bear's like, hey gals, it's okay, I've got you.
I'll keep those men away from
I'll
you.
keep the men away from you. Honestly, the comment sections are just
And
top
it's them
tier.
being like, this guy's nicer than my ex-boyfriend. All that sort of stuff. Like, it's
Honestly,
so-
funny.
comments are top tier. Check out.
I know.
And
But
you
it-
would choose a bear?
Oh, 100%. Like,
Yeah.
this is the, like, people are like, would a bear gaslight me? Like, the bear won't yes, maybe the bear will potentially, like, kill
Kill
you.
you.
But that's like,
But you and the bear can just be like, if you leave the bear alone, the bear will leave you alone. I know that's not how it works.
I think if I had a bit of time before I went into it, I'd do proper research
about the bear.
about like survival and stuff like that.
No, see, I think, like, in general, I'm like, right, there's a big chance I come across a bear in the forest. That bear's going to kill me, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what bears do.
But you'd rather be killed by a bear than killed by a man.
No, but then this is the thing of like, I come across a man in the forest. I'm like, I can't, like, are you going to make me trust you? And then you're going to do this? Are you going
Yeah.
to capture me? Are you going to fucking
But then I guess
rape
you
me?
could
Are you going
run
to?
away from a man.
Yeah,
But bears, you could climb a tree.
Bears climb trees.
but I think I'd rather.
not all men. Hashtag not all men climb trees.
But I think I'd rather be like, know my fate. I'd rather be killed by a bear
Oh, see
than
now I'm
be
thinking
sort
'cause
of
you don't need to,
tortured
like-
by a weirdo man.
you don't need to be accompanied by the man though. You could just
What man?
like it could be like Minecraft where you both just get spawned in completely different
Well,
places.
that was my understanding, is that you're in the forest.
I know.
and I would.
I think you guys are thinking part. I'm meaning like you are in a forest. There's no way out of the forest. You come across a man and or a bear,
oh,
and then that's
oh,
it.
Okay,
Right.
okay.
So
Well,
would you rather
Oh,
it
so
be
it's
a
not
man
like-
or a bear?
I feel like right, pure and simple.
I think I
I
would
would-
take a man.
I don't know.
I would take the
I've
bear.
never been in a fight. Have you been
That's
in
the
a fight?
delusion again. No
Yeah.
way. No. With my brothers, yeah. Like
you-
when I was younger. Like,
but
I
could
used
you
to
win?
beat on my brothers. Yeah.
I reckon Amy could.
I would win.
I know women who
bit of this
150% could. Amy just did
And that
some
would
fancy
fight
kicks
them
on a
off.
chair.
Sorry, that was like the go-to
That's audio.
move. Yeah.
No, because I remember I read Battle Royale.
Yep.
Do you know Battle Royale?
Yep.
It's like what the Hunger Games is pretty much based on.
And
Oh, okay.
Fortnite.
And it's like set in and Fortnite.
Yeah.
Is it? I don't know. It's a Japanese book, I believe, and it's like a bunch of school kids are put on this island. One of them needs to survive.
Lord of the
all this sort of
Flies
stuff. Yeah.
vibes.
And there's a whole chapter in it where a girl comes across a male classmate. So she knows the classmate. They're not particularly friends, but they come across each other. And so what keeps happening in the book is like you come across other ones and you go, are we going to kill each other or are we going to like team up and try and
Oh,
survive,
yeah.
right? But she comes across him and nothing in particular happens, but she goes, he's not going to kill me. He's going to rape me, right? And so it's literally, and he's like a football player or something like that. So he's like a big guy. And literally she's like, just needs to like fucking fight to survive, all this sort of stuff. And the way she survives is she puts her fingers in his eyes.
Yeah.
And literally ever since reading that, I'm like, that is a genuine sixth sense that women have of being like, I
The
know
gut
what type
feeling.
of evil this is. But then ever since watching that, reading that, I've been like, that's what I'll do. That I will, like, you know what I mean? Like, not playing fucking safe or trying to punch him or trying to be stronger. Like,
Thumbs in the
thumbs
eyeball.
and eyes.
Amy's
Yeah.
like, ew.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I just think if I saw a bear in the woods, there is a high probability that the bear may leave me alone, and then it'll go about its business. And if I need to live,
You need to chat to the guy, whereas bears don't
bears,
speak
you don't-
English.
You literally just. But then
But
also,
they
bears,
speak Spanish,
the bear simply to avoid the small talk.
I don't
I've
know.
started learning Spanish again.
Again, maybe I need to do a wee bit more of like research into bears. but there also is like the high probability the bear will like sound, and then he'll go and live his bear life and never bother me again. Whereas I think if I came across a man, and then we both went our separate ways, he'd be like, "Oh, I need to find that girl again."
Yeah.
Where like,
Yeah, you just don't know
unless
what
the bear
that
gets
man's thinking.
hungry.
but
Anyways,
you don't know how bears think. So
Yeah,
we need
yeah,
to do
no, you
research.
don't.
So
Anyways.
because of this has already spawned its own
Right,
fucking
okay,
podcast.
yeah.
But so therefore I was like, we'll play a little game of would you rather. And can I just say I was running out of time today to write these, so I googled a bunch of them and
Fun.
was like, oh, okay, I'll just do. Some of them were either the dullest thing on the planet
Or the
most
crazy
like
shit.
sexually explicit, like
Oh.
pure, would you rather this, and I was pure, oh my god.
Would you rather have?
I was
you
pure,
doing
what
one
are you
for
gonna
good?
say?
There's one, a really funny one. It was like, would you rather have like Dix's fingers or like
Fingers
a
as
hand as a
dicks?
penis?
a hand is a penis.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, could you imagine having 10 tiny little dicks on it?
It's like a Doctor Who character or something.
Ew.
So, our first official one, we'll start off light. Would you rather be chronically underdressed or overdressed?
Overdressed.
Overdressed. all the time.
Overdressed.
100%. Though I don't know if I've said this on the podcast.
I feel like we're going to do this every week of being like, have I said this?
Have I said
Or
this before, or have I just been chatting shit elsewhere? I
Probably
think
the latter.
there's a thing like if you're severely underdressed, like Adam Sandler,
Yes.
like he's underdressed, but he gets papped, and it's like fashionable. It's like Adam Sandler.
Uh-huh.
Like you could be going out in your pajamas,
Yep.
and it's like the new trend. They've went to the shop for milk in their pajamas, and this is the new fashion trend. So I think if you have status and you're photographed in something, and you're wearing sunglasses, that's the one rule. If you have
Oh, yeah,
sunglasses
yeah,
on,
yeah,
yeah.
then it's fashionable.
Yeah.
But I would rather
Or
be always.
excusable because you're like, they're like, oh,
Yeah.
hungover.
But yes.
Oh, she was partying.
She was partying.
Yeah, it's like an aesthetic.
High
almost.
chill.
But I would rather be overdressed
I would 100%
because then
be
you
rather
just always
overdressed.
look good.
You look fabulous.
And
I don't care if
rarely
that's
look
like
good,
a ball
so-
gown that I'm wearing. Like if we're going that level of overdressed,
I'd
I
say
would
like
rather.
very. I'm not really one for ball gowns anymore.
You're
but
like, I'm not a ball gown.
Yeah,
But 100% overdressed.
overdressed because then you can always leave for better plans.
Yeah.
I
And you're
always
ready for
feel
anything.
like it's the
If you're
day.
overdressed, you can always make it look less.
Yes.
But it's hard to dress something up that looks shite.
It's always the day. Like I feel like I'm overdressed 99.9% of the time. It's always when I go
I'm
out
the
with like
opposite.
some of my friends, Amy and Sarah and Emily, are the most like flawless friends that I've ever had. Like there is never like a hair out of place, and I feel like
I don't get how they get.
I don't know how they do it. Honestly,
me.
it's
I don't
so
have the time.
stressful.
I think
But I'm
it is
literally-
Or the
time.
I could
effort.
literally like show up to the pub after work and I'd be like, okay, this is like a good enough outfit and like the makeup's all right. No matter what we have planned, I always like overshoot it or undershoot it because I go like,
Never
oh,
get
right,
it
okay,
just
they're
right.
the girlies and they dress up and like not even dress up, but they're just always like
On
together.
Yeah.
It always looks cohesive.
I'm
And then I
always
get there and I
looking-
go, oh no, I thought when you said we were just going to have like a sleepover and look cute or whatever, not that we've had sleepovers, but you know what I mean? Like, oh, it's just like come round to mine or whatever.
girly sleepover.
And then I'll be like,
so cute and
they look so cute somehow, like still like the no makeup. So I'm just like, I just always need
It's so
to be
funny.
overdressed.
On the journey here, Amy and I were both kind of like, this is the first time I've worn makeup, and like, this is the only time of the week I wear makeup.
I wear makeup
And
like
it's because
every
it's being
day.
filmed.
Nah, I've got a cleaning job and
Yeah. I always put like at least a little something. I'm very pale.
it gets sweaty.
That is a point.
I've also gone, is it Alicia Keys and Pamela Anderson?
yeah,
like,
yeah.
they were just like, we're not wearing makeup anymore.
Yeah.
That's it. And as soon as people go over the, oh my God, you look ill, they're like, oh no, that's just what they look like.
Yeah, I think that's
And
the
then
thing.
when
I
you-
look
Then you
ill.
put makeup on and they're like, oh, you look really pretty. And you're like, thanks. Made a wee bit of an effort.
Yeah, no, I've realised I've set in like new jobs I'd had, I set the bar too high too fast.
Yeah, don't do that.
Not saying that I looked fucking flawless.
No, first
but,
day
like-
of every job I've had, I'd look so good and slowly I've
Slowly
transitioned,
diminished.
But then
yeah.
what happens is if like, so say you come at like, you're like making sure you like, you look nice for your job or whatever. And then like, there's days you come in like, maybe you've done your hair, maybe you've changed something up. No one fucking says anything because they go like, oh yeah, she always sort of looks like that. And I'm like, no, I want a compliment
My
every
favourite
day
thing.
that I walk in.
My favourite one is when people are like, oh, have you had your hair done? You're like, No, I just washed it.
I said that to you today.
And it's also, ladies, let's not underestimate the power of a fringe wash.
See, I never really do a fringe. I've only
I love
just
a fringe
really
wash.
I do
got
a
the
fringe
bangs.
wash.
If I'm wearing if I've got my hair up in a pony, and I've done that for maybe like a couple of days, I'll do a wee fringe wash.
I
I'm
was
not
really-
doing a full hair wash.
I was really, really proud of myself. So I've washed my hair since then, but I've realised the other day I was like, my hair was like, it was sitting really nice and like blah blah blah, and then I was like, when was the last time I washed this?
I had one of those days.
And it, honestly, maybe it was 2 weeks, and it was sitting perfectly.
2 weeks. is so
Honestly, but I
impressive.
think because it was sitting nice for once in its fucking life, I wasn't touching it.
Yeah.
And that's what makes your hair dirty, is when you're touching it all the time trying to fix it. But literally, the bangs were doing this, like, is it Farrah Fawcett?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, is that her name? It was like doing that sort of flicky thing. So it was out of my face. So I wasn't constantly touching
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
Will it ever look like that again?
Probably
no. But honestly, best 2 weeks of my life. It was
Yeah.
great. Anyway, we'll go on to the next
question.
one. Would you rather be too hot or too cold for the rest of your life?
Too cold.
I think too cold.
Because you
No.
can always heat up.
I was going to say, are we allowed
No, that's it.
you
Like, you will never
be warm?
reach another temperature.
You
The rest of your life.
I'll always be cold.
Yeah.
I'd say
Oh.
cold.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you were
Vampire.
trying to give it logic there of like, oh, put a scarf
Like
on.
cold
No.
because I can always
But
put
you look-
layers on.
Sweaty. Whereas
When?
you don't. Oh, am I going to turn blue, or am I just got a bit of a red nose?
Probably a bit of red nose. Probably your fingers are a bit numb.
That's
God.
fine. I can live with that.
Yeah.
Because I love winter, so I can live with that. Whereas when you're sweaty, you'll look sweaty. Whereas if you're cold, you don't always look cold.
I also feel like
you could cover up looking cold.
see once I heat up, like see once I get to that level of like I am too warm, it's like my core won't cool down, and I want the world to die.
swallow me. Yeah.
Like I'm literally like everything is awful, and it's like my hands and my feet get too hot, and then that's it.
Yeah.
What?
I've got my hand up. Can I just die? I don't want to be either.
You don't want to be either.
I don't.
No, dying's not an option.
I cannot bear
Unfortunately, you have to stay
to be
alive.
too hot. Unless I got like a really good
Then
body
be
and I
too
could just
cold.
be naked all the time.
You could do that.
And then I would just be
Just
naked and
just because what you think is a really good body, you still wouldn't be allowed to just go about naked.
yeah, but people would be like,
but why? But it's such good tits.
well, no,
Pure-
because, no, do you know what?
you're not allowed to be naked.
I would, knock down that glass ceiling or knock through the glass ceiling and just be like, women's bodies are acceptable, nakedness is acceptable
That's-
because I'm fucking too
You would
warm
need
and
to at
I don't want to
least,
wear
like,
clothes.
Have pants on at least.
Or
But
move
if
to
I
Spain
could
or
move
something.
around and I'd be
Can't
like,
be
I'd be
cutting
funny.
about Ruggy Mason Street.
Also,
But
I hate being naked.
Yeah.
Like,
It's-
I hate
I'll
the
wear a
feeling
bikini.
of things on my skin. Maybe
if I'm
maybe.
too warm, I can't bear anything. I'm already panicking about it because I'm like, I want to get these clothes off now because I'm too warm. And then but as a person, I struggle to get heat in me, so I normally am too, and I don't like being.
Wait,
Emma,
so
maybe
sorry,
you-
what's
maybe
your
you
answer?
should just die.
I
because
just
Yeah.
want to
it sounds
die. I don't
horrible.
want to choose either. I will die.
Okay, next question.
I didn't mean to like really upset you there.
I
Emma.
got really panic.
So this is one that our sponsor, the Pally Bar,
Yes.
is spoken about quite a lot, and it's a controversial one.
Our sponsor, not sponsor.
I was going to say it's
Sponsor,
not actually a sponsor.
No, if we say it enough, they'll give us
They'll
money.
give us money.
Would you rather be a lime or a lemon?
A lime. Oh, fuck, or a lemon. No, a lime.
Lime.
Lime. Lime is the correct answer.
100%.
There is no correct answer, but
Lime.
Lime is
lime's
the correct
answer. So this is
Lemon, when
why-
you were younger, then you mature into a lime.
No, so this is our thing. I think because working in a bar, there's like limes are like sought after.
Yeah.
Limes are like things that you add to cocktails, like a
Limes
gin
are
and
so-
tonic.
You just
You
want
want
that.
to squeeze them.
I
It
love
brings-
citrus.
Lemons. There's so fucking many lemons. We never run out of lemons. My pal Emily says the reason that she picked lime is because the way that she like serves them as garnishes. She's like, if you're getting
prettier.
lemons in a Coke, she's giving you 8 pretty much. She's giving you 8 or 9 lemons, just fucking chucking them in with too many of them. It doesn't matter. A lime, however, a little squeezy.
No, a
like-
vodka
no.
soda, fresh lime. Give me a whole
nom, nom,
lime
nom,
in
nom,
that.
yeah.
A whole-
One of the guys I worked with did that as a joke. when I was
Lime.
ordering
That was
a
some
vodka
ASMR.
soda fresh lime, because I kept being like fresh lime, like he kept getting it wrong. And I
No
was like,
fucking
fresh lime.
cordial.
And
No
then
cordial.
he thought it was dead funny to half a full lime and just give me like
Pure,
and
that's
I was
what I
pure,
want.
great, thank you, that's actually what I
Yeah.
wanted. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for
Lime.
yeah,
Lime.
lime.
What was your reasoning for lime?
Lime. I just think lemon.
Limes
when
are
I
a bit
think
basic.
of lemon, a bit bitter. But you know,
Yeah, you never get a shite lime, but you sometimes get a shite
shite
lemon.
lemon.
Yeah.
And
Get
I
a
just
dry lime every so often.
But even
I feel like
dry
lime
limes
is more
are
like-
not bad.
like zingy.
Maybe
Like if you were a lime,
If I feel like if I was a lime,
you'd be like fun.
it's,
Life of the party.
yeah. Whereas I feel like a lemon's a bit of a. Whereas lime's like woo, woo,
A bit zesty.
a bit zesty, yeah.
sexy.
And I know obviously you get lemon zest, but
Boring.
boring lemon zest.
Yeah.
Okay. That's
Okay, that was a
Next.
good one.
Yeah,
that was a good one. I like that
Honestly,
one.
it's something we ask.
I didn't want to
Every
die.
single new start that comes in, what would you be? What's the next one? Oh, would you rather have a pause or a rewind button in your life?
Pause.
Pause.
Jinx.
You can't change the past.
Nah.
But you can take a minute to think about what you're going to do next.
Yeah.
Oh my
and
God,
somebody
you're
write
so
that down.
Amy's copyrighted that now, and we're going to be getting made into posters, which will be available on our online shop very soon. when we get an online
when
shop.
we get merch. TikTok shop.
No.
No.
I don't
Are they
think
bad?
so.
They probably
I
are
think
bad.
so. I mean, like, what? Why
is
do you
everything
think
so
you're
cheap?
getting something for 20p?
Yeah, no, that's
Who's
right.
made that?
I used it
And
once.
what are they getting paid?
I used it once and I fell for like the biggest scam
It's the
ever.
same with Sheen.
It was one of those like massagers for your neck, and it's supposed to make your neck skinny. That's what I bought.
No.
I'm still using it. I've spent 20 quid. I'm going to make it
Surprised
work.
it showed up to your house.
Yeah, no, so was I, to be honest.
Yeah.
No
Same as,
confirmation
like-
email, no nothing. Just
scary-
took and it's
scary
also,
stuff.
I've got like Apple Pay now, so I literally just like clicked a button and I was like,
Click.
oh, I've bought that. Like, I was like,
Oopsie.
whoops.
Anyways.
Anyway,
What
So,
was the
no,
question?
pause button.
Pause. I think
Pause, 100%.
everything happens for a reason. I know there's things that you're like, oh, I wish I could go back and change that, or I regret this or that. But if you went back and changed the things that you wouldn't be the person you are today. And I think we're all class people.
Why are we getting so deep? This is supposed to be like a fun
I
one.
mean, I wanted to die 10 minutes ago, and you're
Yeah,
asking
no,
if I
that's
went too hot or cold. But yeah, no, and I think pause, just take a wee minute, think about it.
No, I think that's the thing. Like, I'm such a fucking gobshite, pretty much. Like, and you know what I mean?
You
Like,
are an arse.
like I will just, and it's like one of those things. Like, if I ever have upset if I've ever upset you out there, anyone, I fully have not meant
Intended it.
I've never actually, and it's all just that I've put my foot in my mouth.
And
Like,
you've
it's
not
all just that I've been
had a
like,
wee
I'm the
pause.
same.
I've been like, ba 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 ba, and then
Breathe.
went, probably shouldn't have fucking said that.
Yeah.
Like, I'm also a big gossip. That doesn't help anything.
And we could just
Um,
pause and be like, is this appropriate to gossip about? 9 times out of 10, yes, but
Yeah, there's things on this podcast that I'd tell myself before coming in. I'm like, do
Don't
not,
mention
not
that.
mention
don't mention that, because I will.
because I will.
If we keep recording and I run out of things to say, then maybe. But hey,
Next!
I don't. Next, guys, you are firing through these. Would you rather walk? Oh, this is a spicy one. Would you rather walk in on your parents or have them walk in on you? Doing the deeds.
Doing the
I'm
dishes.
pretty sure I've walked in at my parents.
Yeah, no, I have.
Before.
Oh no, I've got like memories that are buried deep down that I'm like, no.
If I walked in
Or
on my
like-
parents, I'd be like, oh, you guys
What's
are
going on? Would you be like, yay, we're back together? Or would you be like, no?
I'd be like, oh my god, I don't know. No,
If
they
you want-
really,
if
they
you want to
really
do that, I'd
shouldn't
rather
be
die.
together.
Oh,
They
they
really-
shouldn't.
They shouldn't be together, but
They made the right choices.
yeah. So for that reason, probably I'd have my mum walk in on me
Would you have your
because
dad walk in on you?
no,
No, just mum.
yeah.
What do you think your mum would do? Your mum's quite a cool mum.
I think she would. Really?
She'd be like,
Have you got
yeah.
everything? Do you want Canada?
I think she'd laugh. She'd
I
probably
think
just
your mum
laugh.
would be like, do
She'd
that.
go, oh,
sort
for
of-
fuck's sake! Shut the door. That's exactly
But I
what
feel
she'd
like
do.
you would then cut, like, you, like, say you came out your room and you'd be like, oh, sorry about that. Like, it'd be like a joke with your
Yeah,
mum rather
yeah.
than being like, for fuck's sake.
Yeah. I think it'd maybe be a bit of like, oh, have a bit of respect. Like
I
I
was in the house.
Aye.
But then I think it would be a thing of, oh, I didn't know she'd be coming home because I wouldn't do it in the house.
I know you still live at home, which is an issue.
Yeah.
No, I do think, and I really hope my mum and dad aren't listening to this.
I know.
Of like,
they will be.
I know. We're now like 7 episodes in.
They'll
They've
get
fallen
fed up.
They've fallen off. They're going to text me every week being like, loved it. And then like, not. But yeah, there's like things in my memory as an adult that I revisit and I go,
Well, no, that's what I mean. Like when I say I feel like I have, is because there's been moments where I've maybe gone in as a younger person, I've maybe not been feeling well enough, or like I've gone in to check if they're awake.
my mum and dad slept naked quite a lot as well. So it was sort of
My dad used to, but
I
then when he
used
got
to
older, mum was
love
like,
in the middle of the night waking up and going to sleep in your mum and dad's room.
Yeah.
Oh, you just go in the
Not
middle.
when they're naked.
go in the middle.
My mum and dad were.
my house was a bit of a naked house. So that was a thing.
Yeah.
Like my sister shits with the door open.
Oh, we do that, but I
Yeah.
love that because then you can have a chat with someone in the
No, my
hall.
sister used to make me come in and hold her hand because it was a jaggy one. That's what I'd get told.
I used
She'd
to
be like,
sit-
come and hold my hand.
I
it's
used
a
to
jaggy
sit
one.
on the toilet when I was younger, and when I was done and I needed someone to wipe my arse, I'd go, I need help.
I need help.
I'd just sit on the toilet.
Would it just be whoever's around?
No, it'd be my mum.
No, but how
You
bad?
wouldn't catch my brother wiping
This
my
is
arse.
like a we're going off course, but so I wasn't super close with my like papa or anything like that, my grandfather, but we called him papa. It was more like they were separated, so it was always gran who was with us and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
like as a kid, I loved my papa, but like we weren't like close or anything like that. And I remember we were such a house, like peed with the door open, shit with the door open, ran around naked, all this sort of stuff. It was a no shame zone. And then I remember being on the toilet, like when I was wee, and my papa walked past and the door was open, and he got so embarrassed that he went like, oh, all right, oh, you shouldn't be doing, and like closed the door. Ever since that, and I now realise like ever since then, like I've been like, the door must be locked, like all this sort of
Oh,
stuff.
that's
Like growing up, my mum, everybody in my house called me a prude because I would lock the door.
But I know, like, I was going to say the same. Like, my family was very much the same. Like, it was just, and I know I've got friends as well who were like, if they had like if there was a shower curtain, they were like, if my sister was in the shower, I'd still go and have a pee because I can't like, oh yeah, see, you know, like
we still do
like
that.
still do that. And I
But
think
me locking the door was the most scandalous that they were up here. What'd you get to hide?
Mum,
What are you hiding?
Where are you? We're worried about you, Hannah.
do you know, funny, on the topic of that, I actually saw a TikTok, and I think it was actually Megan Fox, and I used to hate her, and then I liked her, and then I've kind of gone off her again.
She comes back round.
She comes back around, she has her moments, but she actually said something really interesting about how she judges men. And she's like, I judge men, or like I have an opinion of men, that men who never saw their mother naked, or like never seen the female body naked growing up, whether it be that their mum got changed in front of them, or like that their mum would be
It's
in
not a sexualized thing.
like their mum, like if their mum was in the bath as they were growing up, not just as a toddler, but maybe when they were a wee bit older, like mum was in the bath and they went in for a pee. She's like, I tend not to trust men that didn't have that growing up. She's like, because I feel like those men who did, or like who have seen like the naked female body growing up, they just respect it more because they don't see it as a sexual thing. They actually just see
like
it.
that.
And I was like, but that's what I was like, that's really clever thinking, because it is like, you think your mother's body is not meant, like it's
No, like
it's,
I've seen, like honestly, my mum did not care a jot.
yeah.
My mum's
like
the same.
wandering around fully naked, like all this sort of stuff. Like,
I mean, she
and
birthed you, like, do you know what I mean? Like, she
and
gave
I
birth
was
to you.
like, oh, there's mum again, like naked again. Like she was always like in the midst of getting changed. Like I don't know, I don't think that woman ever got
I
ready.
think it's the
like,
thing of like they're like always just fucking roasting, so the last thing they do is put their clothes on.
oh, my mum's like unloading dishwashers with curlers in
Yeah.
with like a brow and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's it. Your mum. We were supposed to
womanhood,
leave
pure.
15 minutes ago.
But do you know, like, but on the flip side of that, like, mums would, but I mean, I had never seen apart from when, like, but me and mine, I'm the youngest of the family,
Oh no,
but like, I've not, like,
weirdly, I've seen my dad naked far too many times. Like not as an
Like, but I'm
adult
not-
woman, but
Yeah.
like
I mean,
it was
maybe I
not
did as
an
a
issue.
child, but again, I'm like, it's whether that would like take away it being a normal thing, then you would, yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a very interesting thing.
It is.
So
but-
answer my question though.
Answer my question.
I can't even mind what
as
the
I
question
said,
was.
So would you rather walk in on your mum and dad or
answered
not?
it.
I think I would rather walk in on them because I know they've already done it.
Yeah.
Well,
And I'm like,
no, how?
how though?
Wait, what?
Do you know what I mean? I'm like, they've already done it. And whether it be as a child or an adult, like as a child, I probably didn't understand it. I'm like, oh, they're just having a cuddle. And then as an adult, you're like, oh, that's what I walked in on that one time.
I think I can't remember. Was it a thing? Maybe this is why I've written it down. I maybe was listening to like another podcast or something about it. Oh no, it was. I was listening to the fucking Try Guys videos. I love the Try Guys. I'm like so millennial, but like that's my one YouTube thing that I watch.
Yeah.
But they do trolley problems, and one of their trolley problems is like all the fish in the ocean die, or swap the track, and you see your mum and dad have sex or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And one of them were like. They were like, no, I think I'd actually quite like, not like to see my mum and dad have sex, but to go like, they still like each other.
Yeah, but
They
that's
still
what I'm
fancy
like.
each other. That's nice.
I'm like, yeah, I don't think it would. I'd be like, oh, sorry. Ooh. But I think it would be worse. I mean, I've been in situations where I have been heard.
Oh, yeah.
And I really dislike those conversations afterwards. I think my mum once
Did your mum pull you up?
Yeah. We're doing some stuff. I still lived at home at the time. And that's, to be fair, I was like a teenager. I was maybe like 18, 19.
Is this what, but
It's like
your
the thing
house-
of like under my roof.
Uh-huh.
You know,
And all she said was, I don't want to, and she was like, she'd left her bedroom door open. And I'd like, I'd visit my boyfriend and gone home. And I was coming back up the stairs and her
Did
door.
she go, Emma?
And she went, Emma. And I went in, she was like, I don't want to feel uncomfortable in my own house again.
That's so
please."
fair. That's so fair, though.
And I was like,
That's a good way to put it.
I respect that.
because
yeah.
it's like, as much as we're like, oh, do you know what? I wouldn't mind, you know, if my parents, because, you know, they've done it before and it means they still like each other. Whereas I don't know how, I'm not a parent. I wouldn't know how I would feel. I don't know how I would feel if it was, yeah, I don't know.
Nah.
But
No,
that's my
feel that.
reasoning.
I think as an adult woman and who my mum and dad really desperately want me and David to have children, I think if they walked in, they'd be like, "Way!" But no, that was the thing as well when me and David had to move back in with my mum and dad when we were like trying to buy a flat and it was still sort of COVID-y times and blah, blah, blah. Me and my mum got in this huge fight, and it's great that I've got a place to like move back into if I needed, and my mum and dad want like my boyfriend to come with us and all this sort of stuff. But they renovated the house, so what used to be like they had a living room that they knocked down one wall that it was like one big living room, right? And then they put that wall back up and made like that into like 2 bedrooms.
Right.
But it's like it's a fucking hollow wall, right? And I was like, any chance? So there's a wee like sort of room that used to be an office that's like off the kitchen and it's tiny. But I was like, any chance like me and David could just like have a bedroom in there? It's at the back of the house. It then means like COVID wise, we're using the back door. There's a toilet back there, all this sort of stuff. My mother was horrified at the thought of a bedroom off the kitchen. What will the neighbours think? I swear to God. And no matter how many times I was trying to be like, just maybe for some privacy would be nice, because I don't want to hear you having sex. You don't want to hear me and David having sex, like all this sort of stuff. And she was scared. No, how dare you suggest like all this? So she did not get what I was trying to say.
Yep.
So and we got in a fucking rager of a row, and of course I'm ungrateful because I'm moving in with them and all this sort of stuff. So I was like, right, I can't win. We're just going into that room. My mother complained constantly because she was in our bed at like 8 o'clock, like in our bed, and so we'd like sort of like potter about, get into bed, and she could hear our chargers going into the wall at night. So she complained about that waking her up. Like she was pure, oh, the noises you guys are could you make sure that your chargers are in the wall before I go to sleep? So let's be honest, me and David had no sex in that household. Like literally, we literally were there for 2 months and then bought a flat. Like we were like, this one will do. Like that's it. But so yeah, that was my story of that. Anyway, next one. Oh yeah, so this is one I've stolen from the Try Guys. So would you rather read your Google search history out aloud, like right now, or text the last 5 people that you have texted a sexy pic?
I wouldn't mind either.
No?
I think I'd be the same.
Who's the last 5 people you've
The-
texted?
Like on text message.
well,
What
messaged.
platform? What platform?
Oh my god.
Sorry, like text message.
I would say text message, but I feel like this is how you're going to get out of it. It's because you don't text message people.
But then if I don't text message people, then the last 5 people I text message
Well,
probably
tell
like
me who the last 5 people you text message. Why are we saying text messaged?
my little brother,
Okay.
my mum,
Yep.
my other older brother, my best pal, and something to do with parking. Ringo. I could send Ringo a nude.
Who's yours?
So
But I'd read out my Google history. I'm quite. I would
I think
do
it'd be a
that.
laugh.
Okay, let me
we
try
need
and find-
elevator music for this bit of
Um,
like who's the last people we've texted.
So is it the last people who we have text?
No, like just the last correspondence.
Or like, no, because what I'm asking is that I have text messages here that I have not read that are new chats.
Who are they?
2 are a work chat.
Okay.
No, in fact, 3 are a work chat, and 1 is a separate message from someone who is in one of those chats.
Yeah, so they count.
Oh no, I'll read out my Google history.
Mine is.
Are you going to read it out then?
Are
we gonna do it?
Well, you can if you want.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
How-
yeah, I
how
think
do
if
you
we're going
find
to
out
do
your
it, we
Google
need to
search
commit
history?
to it.
You just go into like almost to write in Google, like in the search bar, and it will come up your
I've got-
last searches.
I've only got one.
40
40
minutes?
minutes.
Okay, cool.
I've only got one.
What do you mean?
Sky Scanner.
Sky Scanner.
Because I'm looking
You've
at
wiped your history.
I know that's how bad it was.
Dirty bastard.
I thought mine was going to be really bad, and then I checked it.
Mine's is Ayo Ayo, sorry. English to Spanish because I'm learning Spanish. Otis Redding. Because
You
I've
just
really
wanted
been
to
in
know
my
who he
Otis.
was?
No, I'm really in my Otis Redding, and I was wanted to know if he's still alive. No, he died at 26 in a plane crash with his whole band.
Yeah, no, that happened quite a lot. Like, there's like
Yep.
so many people who died in plane crashes. Back
What
then.
about if I-
Anadin is Anadin dairy free. 'Cause I had a fucking migraine this morning. I've got lesbian haircut because my friend got
What is a lesbian haircut?
My friend got a haircut, right?
Is it a mullet?
And she got her mum to cut it for her, and she says, I can't find the picture, but I just typed up lesbian haircut and then I was trying to find the picture of what it was.
I don't have my Google, but
It's quite boring. I'm not.
I can give
Spring
you
Awakening.
what my tabs are open on my phone.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
So I've got the 60 best movie plots of all time,
Just cause.
just cause.
Emma's got a lot of spare time on her
Late
hands.
night searches, 60 best movie plots.
I've got Psych. So Psych's a TV show that's on Netflix at the moment.
Oh.
Oh, yeah, it's an old one, though, is it not?
It's a very old, like I think it finished in 2014.
Yeah.
So it finished like 10 years ago, but it's just been released on Netflix, and I'm like, do you know what? I need a really like a shitty but good. Don't need time to think. So that's open as well. An Anthony Hopkins thing. Yeah, just random. Yeah.
What have I got? Hold on. I've got, for this podcast, women in the news. I've got would you rather questions. Pink glitter is all I've searched. And then Yan Yan Chinese takeaway menu. That's what I've got. Which the Yan Yan is one of the best Chineses in our area. And it's one of those ones where there is no menu anywhere. There's 2 different numbers you can phone. One is someone's mobile number. I don't know if they're even in the shop. And it's cash only.
Yes.
They used to send you like a dodgy link if you wanted to pay on your card, and you used to have to like manually put all your details in and stuff like that. Dodge. Now they're just like pure cash. And sometimes when they answer the phone, they're like desperate to get you off at the same time.
Yeah.
Like
They're
the-
like sick of hearing your voice.
They're pure, okay, yeah, that'll be 25 minutes. And then you're like, you haven't even asked what my address was. Like, where,
You don't know what
when is this coming? But yeah, so it was me. I think someone had taken a photo of the Yan Yan takeaway menu, and I was like zooming in to see what they had.
Should we quickly do, have you got many left? We could do like a speed fire one.
I honestly think that's it.
Oh, that's it.
But then it's like, I did have a hill you would die on, which I did tell you before, and you were like, I'm going to have to text my friends and be like,
They've not
responded.
gotten back to me.
The hill I will die on is that pineapple does not belong on pizza.
Whatever.
I mean, that's like a usual one, Emma.
But I do feel very strongly about it.
I don't think it comes up in my life very much anymore.
Some
I
people are
love
like,
pineapple.
oh, like ordering pizza, get a pepperoni, ham and pineapple. I'm like, don't you dare.
That's
you do.
to me like, I don't want to eat my greens, grow up.
Yeah, like it's.
I don't like hot fruit.
No, I don't enjoy. I very much don't enjoy. Oh, maybe this is a hill I will die on. Savory foods shouldn't also be sweet. Stop, like sweet potatoes. Stop it.
Oh,
But that is
Stop.
but sweet, potatoes,
you
are
can't
actually
help
sweet.
it.
No, but I'm like in places in a place.
That was the worst
No,
example you could
I
have
will
chosen.
explain.
Sweet potatoes, get a grip.
No, so why are they instead of chips? They are not chips. They are something completely different. They are not the same as a potato.
But you
But it
always
is a
have,
potato.
No, they are too sweet to
but
be
you
a
always
potato.
have the option.
No, but it just became a thing.
So
they were
where do you
everywhere.
stand on pancakes?
But that's not a savoury food.
But people put
Could be.
like bacon.
I guess
And
that's
stuff on
I
them.
think I'm more meaning like, see like a, back to limes or lemons. See like a lemon or an orange chicken. Absolutely not.
What?
Don't want that.
Like
What?
orange chicken.
It's like sweet.
Yeah.
Like a sweet sticky
I'm
barbecue
not,
sauce.
to be fair,
Ugh.
I'm not fussy when it comes to food at all.
No.
No, as long as it doesn't kill me.
I'm not fussy at all. But no dairy.
No dairy.
One hill I would die on, probably some sort of conspiracy. Oh, that maybe people, I don't know, that the media is like responsible for, you know, like a lot of deaths. Is that like a hill? Maybe like
You need
like-
more words.
Oh, like so.
Diana, Amy Winehouse.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
The media,
Caroline Flack.
the media is the downfall of many people. It's the same as what's happening with Jojo Siwa. The now,
Well, I
like
don't know what's happening with.
she's just
filming.
a bit
She's off
bonkers.
the rails at the moment.
But-
well, as off the
But
rails
I
as
think
JoJo Siwa
it's
can be.
not. Maybe it's more like child celebrities.
Oh, 100%.
Should be more safeguarding around that because everyone's like it's JoJo, but it's not. It's her management. Like it's
Which is her
who's-
mum.
Who's protecting her? You know what I mean?
You know who Jojo Siwa is?
Of course, I
Yeah.
fucking watch Dance Mums.
I know, but
know
like
who
you
Jojo
know, all
Siwa
the
is.
like come
Jojo with
as
the
a
bobo.
bitch, like that stuff at the moment.
And I have fallen out of the loop with Jojo Siwa.
She's just.
So
it's
she's
just a
she's
shame.
sort of
She
doing this
released
thing
a
like
new
she's like I'm
song.
in my bad girl Eva.
Oh,
But
okay.
she's come as a bitch and should have known better. No,
Nope.
so she
I'll go and Google it.
yeah, but anyway, so she's like I'm in my bad girl Eva. Look at me being crazy, and then she was like at Disneyland drunk, which all felt like a stunt.
But again, it's like her mum would be like, no, back in the
Yeah.
house.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah.
but she's not. Like,
Turns out like so the house that her family live in, Jojo Siwa like bought as a
yeah.
child.
Yeah. 'cause
Oh,
she-
yeah.
And, like all this sort of stuff. Like so
Minted.
she pretty much like all the stuff in America where it's like there's laws now in place where like your money is your money as a
Yeah,
child
because I mean
actor and
that's
all
why
that sort of
Macaulay
stuff.
Culkin like emancipated his parents.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
there's laws in place to
So
stop
did-
this happening.
What
But
you talk about, Willis?
the
Gary
Coleman,
Coleman.
Gary Oldman,
Gary
That's-
Gary
Oldman.
Oldman,
Harry
Sirius
Potter.
Black.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
love
yeah.
Gary Oldman.
He's such a we should have an episode. Oh, Women of the Week.
Women of the Week.
Yeah, I don't have
I have
one.
a
I've
Women
got
of
one.
the
Oh,
Week.
I've got one.
Oh, do you? You
Can I have
say
one?
yours.
Can I have this one this week?
Wait,
Just-
what?
Wait,
No, wait.
should I just try the Paramore one? It might be a really bad voice crack, but it might be funny.
Go for
Like,
it.
go for it. I'm not like-
Woman of the Week.
Amy, she doesn't even do that on stage anymore because it's
Yeah,
so
she
hard.
does.
She'd stop doing it on stage all the time.
Oh, really?
Because she couldn't hit that note.
Ooh.
So you just
Nodgles.
Well,
you just did what Hayley
just-
Williams can't do.
yeah, shape bag.
And I've got a cold.
Coming for your act.
Right.
Oh.
Go.
My Woman of the Week is Jamie Lee Curtis.
Jamie Lee Curtis?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Why?
Because
Oh, you fucking shared this on your Instagram.
To the bear in a
Um,
row. To the bear actors in a
oh
row.
yeah, Jamie
yeah,
Lee Curtis
I
is
forgot
in the
she was in
bear. Do you know for why? Because Jamie Lee Curtis, in the past couple of months, has started coming out and saying, "Why are gigs so late at night?" She's like, "I don't want to go and see Coldplay at 8:30 at night." She's like, I want to see Coldplay at 3:30 in the afternoon, have a nice outdoor gig, and then get up the road and have my dinner and into bed.
I'm sorry, maybe this is the hill I'll die on, but that's what gig culture is.
Right?
Yes,
but then,
no.
wait for it. Then Coldplay did do an afternoon gig, and Jamie Lee Curtis was raging because she wasn't invited. She was like, I've been campaigning for
I
an
planned
afternoon
this.
gig.
You know why I like Jamie Lee Curtis? Her daughter is like a huge like nerd, pretty much.
Yep.
Is like a huge like World of Warcraft
Yeah.
fan. And when that like shite World of Warcraft movie came out, like they went and like like Jamie Lee Curtis went in cosplay to the red carpet with her daughter, like dressed in like
that's
green
really
makeup, like as
cute.
orcs and stuff like that. Like
That's cute.
Now, Jamie Lee Curtis also has their child is trans.
I was going to
I
say
thought
that.
that, yeah,
I was
yeah.
thinking
I couldn't-
that.
but I think
They said something about it on the red carpet, practically like defending and protecting
Yeah,
trans kids.
And I think what Jamie Lee Curtis said was great as well. She was like, because people were like, oh, how do you feel as a mother? And she was like, obviously it's hard. Like as a mother, she's like, because my child is no longer like the child that I grew up with is now changing. She's like, but I'm adapting. I still love them exactly the same. She's like,
I think she's a trans woman.
And I just think it's the way she put it across was like, of course it's not easy. She's like, you know, a lot of things changing, but I still love like.
I also think like what I always say is like it's hard for parents to adjust it, but think of how hard it must be for the actual kids going through
Oh
it.
yeah,
like,
definitely. But that's why she was
like-
like, I'm not going to disown. Like I'm sure I will learn. I will learn, and I will be the best
parent that you
parent that I can be, and I will fully support. And
Yeah.
I think ever
It's
since
the same with David Tennant as well.
Oh, really?
He's been
I
a
didn't know that.
really huge, advocate for trans rights now, and
Fab.
especially with the GE coming
The
up
GE?
general election.
Oh, right, I was gonna-
Sorry,
is that
I
what the
don't know.
Gen Z are calling it?
No, I just made that up.
Jenny Lem.
Jenny Leck.
Jenny Lake, yeah. Coming up, like just how fucking terrifying. Keir Starmer came out with something today saying that something about against
Oh.
trans kids.
It's really like it's bad that I'm not engaging with it, but I'm going like I don't think I can actually take it in
Yeah.
without being genuinely
Distraught.
sad.
Yeah.
Like, distraught, because it is just like we've got fucking Tories and Tory light
Yeah.
pretty much of like Keir Starmer just saying whatever he thinks
yeah,
will get him votes.
Yep.
wanker.
Wanker.
And just fucking
Yeah.
and then the Green
I mean, the
Party's pretty
general
sound.
election, I know I can't even vote Green because it's not a Green constituent. And
Oh,
Rotherham
really?
comes
Oh
from, no.
man.
But
I'll be
message
voting
to go
SNP,
forward
but in general, I think like,
is yeah.
after independence, hopefully, maybe, who knows,
Yeah.
I'd be green all the way, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Message to this will be a post general election, but
Oh, yeah.
keep
Fuck.
taking
my
to the
God.
streets.
Predictions.
Fuck, let's not go there. The
No,
message
we're not
is
gonna do
keep
predictions.
taking to the streets for what you believe, and
No matter the outcome.
Be like the French.
Yeah.
Protest everything.
Intifada.
Intifada?
Vive la resistance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Quickly,
Oh, sorry.
Is that
I
what
thought
you're
that
sad
was us
about?
done. Oh no! I was walking the dog today, and a little boy just leaped past me with a little toy and a primary school uniform from the primary I went to, and it was just like something out of a movie. And I just started crying at it in the park.
write that down, Amy. Write
It was
that
just
down
like
in your
he just
screenplay.
flew, and he was just so happy.
Hit the floor.
Brought a
plastic
tear
bags.
to your eye.
I did. It was just a wee single tear.
Emma?
What did I cry about? Well, last night, lads, I had a bad dream
Oh, no.
that we were performing Sad Girls Club again.
I had a
have this
dream.
dream all the time. Where you forget all the words?
No. That it was in a pub, right? But everyone I never would want was there. Like people that I hated.
Not Sad Girls, but I had that with a Shakespeare recently, and I had to do a Shakespeare in the Theatre Royal, and I was like, I don't know.
No,
any
and
of
it's
my
always like
lines.
beforehand that you're like, oh yeah, I know these ones, and it's not until you go on and then you're like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, I
any of the
constantly
words.
have nightmares about shows that I'm doing where I don't know I don't know my lines. But this particular, it was actually horrible. There was people there that it gave me anxiety because I'm like, I don't want these people here. I don't want them seeing this show. And then those people like say, but then like people, like random people who were in the pub were like, this is fucking shite, we're leaving. And I was like, oh my God.
No, it's actually really good, I
That's
swear.
really good. And it was just, it was horrible. So I woke up crying because I was like, I mean, thank God it was a dream, but it was just horrible. All these people that are
And
not
then
in my
did you
life
wake up
anymore for a
crying?
very
Like
like
cry,
face,
cry?
like face was wet because I was just riddled, and it's one of those things I couldn't get back to sleep, and I didn't want to go back to sleep because I'm like, I don't want to dream about these people again,
Yeah.
and I don't want to dream about
the anxiety.
what has been a great show and, you know, touchwood, very successful so far. Like that people were like fucking walking out in it and saying it was shite. I'm like, this is all lies. This is all horrible.
Have you cried?
I didn't cry, but I was a wee bit like forlorn. Got dating this podcast again. David was away at the Euros, which I hate admitting this because I quite like my own space and I quite like my own time and all this. But me and David have now been together 6 years and lived with each other like 4 of those years or something, like maybe longer. He'll be on the other side of this podcast going, those are the wrong dates. But I was like, okay, like he was scared, bye. Are you gonna miss me? I was scared, no, house to myself, bye.
Did you
I
miss
was anchorless. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was fine, but like I was bored out my tits.
Just
like
a
I
bit
didn't know what
lost.
to do. Like I didn't have a bedtime. I didn't have, like, you know what I mean? Like I was waking up constantly being like tired and then working from home and then doing all this sort of stuff and then like in this really weird like sleeping pattern.
Out of routine.
Just out of routine. And then he came home and I was I've been bored without you. And he was like, that's maybe the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Like,
Also, the only time I'll ever support football is the Euros, or like not the Euros. When Scotland get into anything,
Did you watch the last game?
I didn't, and I just don't.
Emma, I watched it. I've never been more into a football game in my life. I do not like football. Honestly, we were all in St. Luke's in this big hall watching it. No one had scored. There was no, like, it was a really shit game. And then there was 5 minutes left. And so what these boys started doing on this football pitch was just like punting it, like just going fucking mental.
Fucking
so
just
for the last 5 minutes, like we were all screaming, being like, "Oh my god, what? No, not that way, the other way!" And then like me, who knows nothing, but they were just fucking going
Offside,
for it.
touchdown.
Emma,
4.
30 seconds left. I don't even know which team we were
15
playing. The
lads.
other team scored.
Hungry.
And I honestly, I had my hands like this over my face, and I turned to my friend Amy and I was like, "Can you look and see if David's alive, please?" Because David's a huge, not even a football fan, like a football nerd. And I was just like, I don't know if I can live with this man after this. Like, I don't know how depressed this man is going to be. Don't get me wrong. We went for another drink afterwards. He was
He was
fine.
fine.
But
Yeah.
I also love the
was-
fact that apparently there's been articles being like Germany don't want us to leave because we're such good fans and stuff.
The mayor of
but I'm
whichever
also
city.
just like, why can you not be like that at home?
That's
Why
the
can you
point.
not be the best fans when you're here?
Yeah. I'll
When
just
when
fight
we
each other.
unite, we're the best cunts around. But
I
then
love
when
it.
you come home,
this
and
is
you're
like football 101.
I know.
We're
101.
like, guys, if you could just get on, that'd be
that'd
really
be
nice.
great to stay united.
I know.
Amazing.
Okay, well, lovely guys. This has been the Sad Girls Club podcast. Please, if you like us, please share us, follow us, find us on Instagram, on TikTok, sadly we're on Facebook. We do need to be on Facebook for the boomers, because my mum listens. But yeah, that's been us. We'll see you next
soon.
week.
Okay, love you.
Bye.